So the breakdown of the model is just reverse of putting it together. You want to pop the distal ends off, pop the inflow, pull the plug to the pump. In fact, you could turn the power off to everything. Put the plug into the distal end of the coronaries. So go ahead and remove the back ends of these valves and put them away. You might need to wipe things down pretty good to get the glycerin base material off. Then remove the model itself. Putting the valves down and then the model in. Removing the radial fixture, laying it on top. Remove the radial holding parts. They go into that slot. The holding fixtures, the aorta holding fixture goes into that slot, and the iliac and abdominal aorta just slide in and on top. Just to help with the mess of getting this out, using a syringe to get the bulk of the material out first. If it's not already done, remove the under tube valve, wipe it out a little bit, push through the table, and it can slide into the case. Then push the table off of the pump and finish draining it out one side and pour into So once all of the material is out of the reservoir and the reservoir is wiped down, take 2 sheets and just fold them down into the reservoir. Should help prevent any leaking of the residual material. Take the cord, wrap it up on top, slide it into the holding fixture. Now take the thermocouple and controller, slides down. Make sure the lid is tight. Put the slip aid away. Now you can start working on the camera system. You take the BNC cable off, the power cable off, and unscrew the camera. Always keeping one hand on it, as once it gets to the end of the thread, you don't want it to fall off. On the opposite end, you can remove the power cable and then also the BNC from the monitor. Wrap the cables around the arm to make it easier to unscrew the arm. So now put the syringe away. Make sure you wipe everything down pretty good before you put it away. And also the power strip goes in here. And then one of the holding fixtures slides in right here on top, and then the base slides in on top of everything. So once the model's put away, you go work back to the camera system, make sure the lens is on the camera, it slides into that slot. You tightly wind up the articulating arm and slide it into that slot with the power supply, or power end of it sliding in there. Wind up the other 2 power cords. into one of these slots. And the last part in there. And the monitor on top of everything.